You guys ever done DMT?
TNT.
They know drama.
I got a buddy of mine.
Have you guys had Elks meat?
All right.
TNT.
You can't do this every time. You did this last time too.
Yeah.
The same movie.
It's like SWAT, Black Hawk Down, and Lord of the Rings.
Anyways,
What?
welcome.
That's all of
to
TNT.
the second
You guys lost
episode
me. I don't know.
of Table Talk and Other Tangents.
Toilet.
Table talk.
Table Talk.
Toilet
Hey,
talk.
let's start over.
No,
We're
this is
doing
staying
so
in.
good.
No.
This is staying in.
No.
This is gold, Christian.
Welcome to the second episode of Toilet Talk and Other Tangents.
There it is.
Yeah.
I can say it like I'm not a fucking idiot.
The reviews are out on your first episode, and you know what they said?
We didn't release
they
it
said
yet.
we need more life. We need more energy.
You
in
probably
here.
should get closer to the mic then.
So that's why they called me
That's
on
yes.
this podcast.
Okay, wait. Let's
That's
not
the
get
whole
it.
reason you came back.
Let's not get it.
Forgets one thing.
Let's not get
Exactly.
ahead of ourselves. We should introduce ourselves because it's only the second episode, and we did last time. I'm Dan.
I'm Jayden. I'm not going.
We were gonna do you last,
I'm Colin.
I'm Christian.
and
And
Jaden's here.
I'm the guest.
I guess he's the guest.
He's the guest. I mean, he technically is.
We're off to a great start, boys.
I agree.
There's no plan for any of these ever.
No.
So, I mean, it is a good start.
It's great.
We do need headphones at some point so we know how loud everyone's being.
Good point. I'll start wearing the headphones.
Check.
Check.
Look at that. We're professionals.
We're
right?
good. We're
Check
good.
that off.
So how you guys been? I haven't seen you in a while.
Good.
You know, working. That's about it.
Sweet. The big life.
On the last podcast, we discussed how I finally watched a full Marvel movie,
Which one was it?
Thor Ragnarok. It was
That
good.
one's good.
right.
Yeah. That one's
fucking
good.
awesome.
Are we just gonna talk about Thor again?
Same
It's just
conversation.
It's just the first episode, but with
Let's just
Jaden
go
this time.
over the first episode.
Hey, how about Ronnie
Can we
Bachman, man?
listen to can we
How about that
listen
Ronnie Bachman?
to the first
We also
episode?
talked
I
about
heard
Ronnie
some
Bachman on the first episode.
What was that, Christian?
Can we listen to the first episode while we're doing this?
I think that'd probably be best, right?
Yeah.
It seems like the easiest way to do this.
I mean,
So how about that Ichabod Crest?
Ooh, I've
that
actually
working?
started thinking of a bunch of different stories.
Yeah.
I had this one where I was like, you know when you're like about to fall asleep, but then you like jostle yourself awake?
Yeah.
So I was like in that, and then I started thinking about this funny way to paint these nuns. And it's like,
this is
What?
turning into
What is
something.
going on?
no,
with
it's not a
turning
porno.
into pain.
I'm so
Do
lost.
you want help with that? Because I got nothing going on ever.
Well, yeah, I haven't started writing them, but yeah, we should go through and actually write.
Yeah, we should get together and write those.
So,
what is
Ichabod
it
Crest's Tales of Intrigue.
so I started thinking of this idea that I want. So like back in like the 1920s, they would do like the radio shows. How it's like the actual story, but it's all
Yeah.
dialogue, and then there's like the narrator.
Okay.
So I want to do like a soap opera, but with like cheesy horror and cheesy mystery.
And just cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, and like cheese in
cheese it
general,
out.
like a nice
gotcha.
brie,
Yeah.
soft cheese.
Yeah. Yes. I enjoy a nice cheese every now and then.
That's like silly and like you'll have like musical stings like that go on for 10 seconds.
We're
like,
And they like might come in too early, so it's like the murderer is, then like dun dun dun,
and it's like over the person talking, thunder and shit.
Yeah,
No, that can be really funny. I
Yeah.
like that.
and then
And anyone who's a woman is gonna be us doing like Monty Python woman
Yeah.
voices. So you gotta prove to us that you can do that.
and it doesn't have to be good.
No,
No.
it's just better if it's like awful.
Yeah.
And they like have to be like kind of crappy British voices too, like all the women. Yeah. Like,
Hello.
so my idea for the narrator is like Twilight Zone-y.
But British.
Not even British, but like almost Ron Howard from
Okay.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
How he's kind of got like this like sarcastic Like,
And he like knows everything.
yeah,
Kind of,
and then
yeah.
I really like it when it's when Tobias does the show about George Sr. and he's like, the narrator had to take most of the like storytelling, and he's like, and he sucked at it. Like, I like how he like gets really like salty at people.
Yeah.
So I want to like write that into it, and I think that would be like make it even funnier.
So you want it to be like fourth wall breaking, almost. Like they'll have.
I
Like,
want
little
like the
nods to
stories themselves to be like serious within themselves, but the
Yeah.
narrator kind of is the one who breaks it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
narrator and the sound effects.
The
and-
Yeah.
narrator and just all the editing and stuff.
Yeah. But like the really crappy voices that are totally like 100% like in it, like
Yeah.
like the crappy butler and the maid and all that.
The butler who's just there all the time.
Yeah,
Pretty much. They're like, yes, sir.
I will get the brie cheese.
Yes, I'll go grab it for you.
Yeah. So I know it would be cool to do a mystery one, to do like a clue almost. Just like play out the board game type of thing. But, make out.
So like we'll have like Professor Plum and shit.
No,
Or-
like, just like go through and like
I want to be Miss Scarlet.
do the voice.
Do the voice.
Perfect.
That was spot on.
I'm Miss Scarlet.
Does Professor Green, he's got to be like an angry.
No, it's Professor Plum.
No, Mr. Green. He's the old man, right? He's like
Mr. Green.
There's Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard would be like like Civil War general, right? Mixed
Oh.
with
I
that.
was just thinking.
Yeah,
of,
wait,
like,
Colonel Must so like
Churchill.
now listen here, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, now listen here, son.
Yeah. You call everybody son.
Son. Even the women.
Now listen here, son.
It would be Missy. Listen here, Missy.
Lass.
Lass.
Now listen here, lass.
Little lady.
We don't take kindly to around these parts.
Whoa.
Whoa!
I'm supposed to be a fucking Civil War general.
Can't just say
So
that.
then I had this other idea, which it would be like, alright, so it would be like this cop who's training all of his deputies, but he's like the worst fucking cop ever.
Really?
So he like, so my one idea that kind of set it
It'd
off
be
would
like
be,
Paul Blart.
No, kinda. So he'd be like working them through hostage. So it's like
A hostage negotiator.
yeah. So he's like, all right, you'll be the the cop outside, and I'll take the hostage. And
Okay.
so it's like, all right, start, and then the cop's like, all right, you gotta let the hostages go. Then the guy's like, no, I don't. You don't have to tell me anything. And then he like just starts freaking out. And like the
You're not my
deputies-
dad.
Yeah, like overreacting. And then like the narrator like it's like starts off with like the narrator paints him as like the best cop ever. Like like John McClane.
John Wayne.
Wait, yeah. Like
John Wayne.
I was gonna
Just
say
like John Wayne.
John Rambo, but he's not a cop.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry, yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I had a few other ideas, but I can't remember them at the moment. There was the nun one, but I see how that one was taken.
I just didn't understand what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Paramount
To
Pictures.
paint
hit
pictures of
horror
nuns.
movie The Nun.
So
None.
so I recently watched
The Nun.
the nun actually. That's what set it off too.
Wow.
It would be like all these nuns are freaking out and like the priest just doesn't care. And it turns out to be like just the priest just doing his normal things and the nuns have never paid attention
Yeah.
or something like that. It's
That'd
just
be funny.
yeah.
I have new deodorant on and it's really throwing me for a loop.
what?
It's like a scent that I've never. I
It's a wild scent.
I don't expect. Pretty much.
A
I'm
scent
used
that
to
I
what I
don't
was
expect.
using, and now it's different.
Mm.
I don't like it. I need to get deodorant before I go back home.
So that means we're going to the store.
Yeah,
huh?
road trip.
Woo! Fireworks.
He knows what's up.
No,
Fireworks.
no.
So
Man, that was quick.
recently, I went to Pennsylvania with Christian's brother
Sure.
and a few of his friends to get fireworks.
Nice.
And we go into this store. Do you have water?
Yeah.
Can you grab me one?
Yeah.
I'd like one too. Hell
So, alright, we get into Pennsylvania,
Thirsty.
and it is not even 5 minutes
Okay.
past the border, and it's just like a
Just
huge sign, like fireworks.
Yeah.
We get
I think
off,
I've been there.
probably, and there's like one when you first get off, and it's like something King.
Yeah,
Sky
King.
King,
Yeah,
or
Sky
something
King.
like that.
And Dante goes, that one sucks. And I'm like, all right. So we pull in
Dante
to
doesn't
this
know.
other one. Across the street is this biker bar. And it's like noon, and there's bikers there.
Yeah.
Fuck it. All right. Yeah, this seems cool. And we like pull in, and it's behind like a barbed wire fence.
Really?
And it's just this like pole barn. And we walk in, and it's just boxes on boxes.
Right.
Of just insane amount of fireworks. And this one dude who walks in at the same time as us, we're watching him, and he gets like one cart filled, like a shopping cart.
A whole cart?
Yeah.
Wow.
The next thing I know, he's got another cart full. Then, have you seen like they have them at Lowe's. They're like the off-road wagons,
Yeah.
like the big ones.
Yeah, yeah, like the
With
the
those
big, for the
sweet
wood.
tires.
Yeah, they're like monster trucks
Right.
basically. So they have those, and that's fucking full.
Jeez.
So we're like trying to figure out how much you bought, and we landed on at least like $600 to $1,000 worth of like.
That's
just-
crazy, dude.
Yeah, there was one. What was it called? The Backyard Samurai or something. It was $300.
Wow.
And it was like 6 feet tall, and I think it said it had like 400 different like. It'd just be like the ones you drop in the tube and light, but it had like 400 of them or some shit.
Wow.
Just fucking insane.
Dude, I did go to Sky King though.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. So I got like, it was like buy one get two free.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like 3 of these big like, I don't know what you call them. They're like they shoot off actual fireworks into the sky, but it's like you light it once. And it's got like 6 chambers. And you just kind
Oh,
of set it on
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The two.
So, yeah.
I don't know,
It's
I
like the ones that come in like the little boxes.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Oh,
So
like,
I got like 3 different ones of those for $20,
Mhm.
and then I followed them on Instagram, and the dude gave me like a free packet of sparklers.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What a guy.
Yeah, they've been sitting at my house for a while now. I actually had to fly home last time, and that sucked dick.
Really?
Yeah.
How long did it take? Cause you're in.
Well, he called me up at like, or
So
he called mom at like, what time was it? I don't know.
I
Like
don't even.
3 o'clock or some shit. He was drunk
Yeah, I
as
was
fuck.
wasted.
And like,
I was sitting at the airport. All right, so I get to the first airport. The plane's supposed to show up in like an hour, right?
Mhm.
And then I'm supposed to have like.
Were you taking the red eye?
No,
like, overnight?
no, there's none of that. But the airport where I'm actually staying is like small as shit. Like
Like
I thought
one
it was someone's
plane a day?
private landing strip when I first drove by it.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, the plane it sits like 36 people. It's like one of those. Like,
like
my
the
bag
two
doesn't
people.
fit in the overhead bin kind of planes.
Yeah.
So
Like maybe you should have bought the second seat for the bag.
right, yeah. So I get there early. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna sit on this plane, they don't have service on the plane, so I'm just gonna get drunk now. So I get 2 Jack and Cokes, fucking slam 'em, like murder, bro. So I'm just sitting there again. I look down at my thing. It goes, "Oh yeah, your plane's gonna be like 2 hours late." So then I have to. It reroutes me. It like fucking changes my trip. So I have to, because I missed my second flight now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to wait at Delta until fucking in Detroit for like 7 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that just turned into more of sitting at the bar.
So
And,
the airport had like one plane, but they had a bar.
yeah, they have a bar and a restaurant. It's pretty high
airports?
class.
Are like a different world.
Dude, they
I've
are.
only been like to an airport twice, and that one I was like 6.
You could just like go anytime and just be drinking.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
like you're
And-
like, I don't know.
It's like
Yeah.
Mad Men.
You're
You
going
don't,
out-
you don't have
you're-
to drive. I mean, you're just taking a plane.
Yeah.
And actually, at the first airport,
It's just
I
bad
went
when you
down
see
to
your
the
pilot.
desk and I was like, "Yo, my plane's gonna be like really late. This sucks. Can you do something?" They're like, "There's no other flight out of Detroit, but I can give you these 2 meal vouchers
Ooh.
for $15 each." And I was like, "I will take that."
I'll
deal."
take them. Yeah, I'll take them.
I'm like, "Wait, do they buy drinks?" I'm like, "Yep." I go, "Okay." So
$20 for drinks and $10 for food.
pretty
Is that
much,
how it worked out?
pretty much turned into that. I got some fried pickles. I got some drinks.
Hell yeah. No, airports are crazy, dude. You could just go
Yeah,
in there
they're
and just
wild.
start drinking
They're wild.
whenever you want. They're like,
Dude
we don't
walks
care.
in a cowboy hat and it's normal. Like no
Really?
one, no one says. Yeah, there's all kinds of people there from anywhere.
That's awesome.
I can't abide the cowboy hat.
I can't abide it.
I can. Like, you just, like, are you just gonna pretend that, like, that's normal?
Yeah,
Like,
you don't know where
guys
they're
just walking around in cowboy hats, like, that's okay now? That's just okay?
Was it in Detroit where he had the cowboy hat on?
Yeah, dude.
You're
it
like,
was
Jesus.
like the Detroit airport. I'm just chilling there. Oh, dude, they fucking security searched my bag bad. Like, they dumped it out, and there's all kinds of shit in there. There's like lighters and shampoo that's not supposed to be in there. I'm like, I thought I took that out, or like whatever.
You got 9 ounces of shampoo instead of 8
Yeah,
or whatever
dude.
it is.
No, I had these 2 big ass bottles. One of them was like it was like shampoo. The other one was shaving cream.
No. So
So,
it's like the actual adult size,
Yeah.
like leaving the shower.
Yeah, they're like, you can't bring this on the plane, but if you want, you can throw it in that red bucket. And I said, and then what? It goes on the plane, or like? And they're like,
What?
no, you were just gonna throw it in the trash.
Why did they say the red bucket?
If you want, you can throw it in the red bucket. That, like, I
You could-
feel like that
You
implies...
can put it in the red bucket for us.
Yeah, forever.
We're gonna use it later.
And, yeah, exactly. So I had to throw that out. That sucked.
Did you
Like,
throw
that's
it into the bucket or did you actually throw it out?
Dude, I angrily walked over to the bucket and I was like, "Yeah, I already have a 7-hour layover. Why don't they make me throw out all my shit?" And then there was
He
a dude
actually-
there who was like, "Yeah, man, I know what you're talking about."
Nice.
You and that guy started
Yeah.
a revolution.
Started
To really
uprising.
show it to him, he took all the shampoo and used it in front of him.
I just dumped it all out of my head
It's just dry shampoo.
while staring at him.
Yeah, we get my money's worth.
We can grab a water bottle and just like.
They almost made me throw out my contact stuff too. Then I was like, "Nah, man, I need that." And she was like, "Do you need it for a medical reason?"
You're
I
like,
was like,
It's
"I need it for my
contact
eyes."
solution.
And she was like,
Yes.
"So a medical reason?" I'm like, "Oh, I have to say the keywords, don't I?"
yeah.
So I'm like,
Do you
"Yeah,
need
I
it for a medical
You
reason?
should have said that shampoo was medical.
Yeah, I should've.
I
didn't
had,
think
like,
of it at the time.
That dub for men is medical. I need it.
Well, that liquid thing is, like, all over. Because, like, I remember we went to the Green Day concert, and, like, I had a bottle of water that I had, like, frozen. And, like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't let me in with that shit.
That's
It was like, you gotta throw it away. She's like, it could be vodka. I was like, it's frozen. It's not fucking vodka. Like,
And we don't know the new liquor.
she's like, well,
technology.
you could throw it at somebody, and that would really hurt.
I mean, she's not wrong
You
about
should have
that.
thrown it at her.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, our dad tried to get in with, like, pot, too, and he got
Yeah,
caught.
that's
So,
true.
like, really? Well, what happened was, like, he brought it, he had, like, the bat and dugout.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so, like, she was, like, feeling his, like, pocket, and she was like, "What's that, sir?" And he was like, "Well, would you believe me if I told you it's my pocket knife from work?" And she's like, "I might believe that. You should go put it in your car, though."
Oh.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Yeah.
One time at a Grateful Dead concert, the security was like freaking out. So the dude was a piece of shit. So there's like a table, and I walk up, and the guy's like, "All right, empty everything out on the table." So I empty all my shit, and he goes, "You don't put your money just out on the table." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? You just told me to put it out on the fucking table."
That guy's just being an ass.
And then he was like, "Well," I was like,
He's got a position of power, and he wants to hold it over you.
"That's not the worst part."
He took your money?
No. I grab everything, and he goes, "I gotta search your pockets." And I'm like, "What did I do with my money?" And he's like, "What? Then he just shoves a baton in all of my pockets. And it was weird because, like, I had, like, loose-fitting jeans, and he, like, rubbed it around in my back pocket, like, to make sure there wasn't anything in my back pockets.
Should I ask him to buy you
Jesus
dinner?
Christ.
So
Yeah, like, I would have if he didn't tell me to put things on the table, then say, don't do what I just told you. I would have made a joke, but I was kind of irritated.
I feel like there's people who just get in those positions and just start fucking with people.
for sure,
Like that's just
there
all it is. Like
They
you
just
feel
get
like you
little
have a
taste of
certain
power, and then they just have to abuse it.
It's
Right.
dumb as... It's...
They-
I was shocked that it was at a Grateful Dead concert that they had that much security.
Yeah.
It's like the person who goes to the Grateful Dead concert then complains about pot smoke. Like,
yeah.
It's like, what are you... You're basically following around a trail of pot smoke that goes around the country.
yeah, like... That's kind of the band that you kind of, you know...
Yeah.
it's
Like Jerry Garcia's pot smoke is still probably in the air over some states.
I think in San Francisco, half of the smog issue is just dead pot smoke, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you know you can make an appointment at the DMV? Because this,
Yes. Actually.
Yeah.
I made one for Friday. Because I gotta.
I've never actually done it, so let me know how it goes.
Well, so apparently my aunt's done it, and she was like, I was in there, out 10 minutes.
God
And I was
damn.
What?
like, you bring all the stuff you need, you're good. So maybe it won't be a living hell on Friday for me.
Are you just renewing your license?
Yeah, what are you
I'm
doing?
gotta renew, and then I'm gonna try and get the enhanced.
Oh, okay.
See, I was doing the same thing. I was out of state though, so like you have to go into the DMV. I couldn't do that.
Well, yeah, I have to go to the DMV
Yeah.
too.
The thing that really fucks with you when you do that is the enhanced.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I got
right.
mine when I got my permit, and it was like, they're like, all right, here's your permit, like the paper one. And then it was like, well, we just got to check, you know, the background checks and everything. Then like 30 minutes to an hour later, some guy came out and he's like, you're good.
Yeah.
Well, I already filled in all the paperwork. I just need my birth certificate, and then I'm good, I think.
Oh, when I went in to do my driver's thing when I turned 21, you just heard the story in the car.
Did I?
Yeah, so I'm sitting there waiting for the fucking my thing to get called, and these two chicks in front of us are speaking at full volume about people on Facebook who have STDs.
What?
Yeah,
Oh no.
at full volume.
Just putting people on blast.
Yeah, and like
Like by name, talking about them.
yeah.
First and last. They're actually holding pictures up of the people, too.
Yeah.
Basically, they had like the biggest fucking. It's a tablet at this point. Like it was like the iPhone X
Yeah.
triple
Mhm.
L or some shit like that.
$1,000 fucking
Triple L.
phones.
Yeah, you gotta lease it. It's like
Yeah.
a
My
fucking
phone
car.
is
You got at least.
$1,000.
Yeah, so like, and then like, some time goes on, they quiet down. Then the next thing, it's like this fucking bitch. He's fucking her too, and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, damn.
I zoned out, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
But then she
Back
goes
in.
off, and she's like, his baby mama's baby mama's baby mama's. But then it's just like this whole thing. It's
Jesus
like,
Christ.
dude, you're at the DMV.
Yeah.
You shut the fuck up.
Nah.
You're in a living hell.
You know, I noticed that like
Yeah,
last time I was at
Don't be happy.
when I was at the
Too
DMV,
happy to be here.
like there's always like this one guy who's there, and I think he's just like homeless, and he like hangs out at the DMV because the wait is so long that like nobody notices if he's there all day.
That's so sad, bro.
Right? Like fucking Jesus Christ.
Nah, I
I've seen him
guess
there like the
just-
last 3 times I went.
Maybe he's just a shitty driver.
No, I think I'm pretty sure he's homeless.
Is he?
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure. He's like thin as a rail and like fucking I don't know.
Or he's just there. They hired him. He actually works at the DMV
He's the undercover cop.
to make people's
Yeah.
wait just that worse. Because they're like, you're kind of looking and you're
bouncer.
like,
Yeah.
Who's the cop on the
kinda scares me.
planes? The U.S. Air Marshal?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, the U.S. Air Marshal.
He's the U.S. DMV officer. He's the undercover.
Yeah.
Just in case someone gets too rowdy waiting for their number to get called.
Talking about them STDs and baby mamas.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets them.
One of the great things about Facebook is I can see how many people from my graduating class are pregnant now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 5.
We have a couple too.
We had one give birth halfway through senior year
Yeah?
and brought the kid in
Really?
during one of our classes.
Yeah.
You remember this? And
I was confused.
like we were like 20 minutes into an 80-minute class. We did nothing for the next
Yeah, it was just
60
all the baby,
minutes.
right?
Yeah.
The teacher wanted to see the baby. And
I was like, hey, free day for me.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean,
I can do this homework that,
I was
should have
supposed
gotten
to do today.
done for this class. Yeah.
that's a fucking awesome job, though, U.S. Air Marshal.
You just
Yeah.
you just ride planes
Yup.
and you have a gun.
You
Like that
just
Liam
ride
Neeson
You have a
planes
badge,
with
zip
the
ties,
gun.
and a
Stopped.
gun, and you dress.
No
ride
one knows
planes.
who you are. You gotta like blend in.
Yeah, you wear a suit.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen all the U.S. Air Marshal movies? Like, where there's just like a random air marshal. They always
I don't
dress
But
like
the amount of air marshal movies that have been made, you would think there would be more news about air marshals just
Yeah.
all the time.
and they all dress like kind of like Walter White, like just like khakis and like
Yeah.
a fucking khaki shirt.
Just look at me. I'm a normal guy.
I don't cook that.
I'm just, doing some business on this plane, going from one business thing to another.
La da 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 da. Business.
I'm just so busy with business.
I have
stuff.
a coworker of mine actually offered to go to the DMV with me.
Oh.
I don't think.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but I know I could like put my
He's a
life in
sadist?
his hands, right? Like
A
I could trust
masochist?
him with my life now
Yeah.
because he
like-
offered to go to the DMV with me.
I've never had.
No one does that.
No.
I tell people who, I gotta go to the DMV, and they're like, oh, that sucks.
You're fucked.
Have fun.
You could put an ad on Craigslist. Like, I'll pay you $20 if you come to the
Just
DMV
sit with me at the DMV.
No one will answer.
No
you.
one will answer. And he was like, yeah, I got nothing going on. I'll come with you if you want. I was like, for real?
That's crazy.
I don't think he understands.
I might do it for $20.
that. $20.
I gotta be honest.
25,
I
and
might
I'll
do
really
it.
think
I
about
might
it.
do it for $20.
Depending upon who it is, I would go for free.
I don't know.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I
Chuck
guess. I
Norris.
mean,
Yeah,
I
if
don't
it's
know.
Chuck
Nicolas
Norris,
Cage.
fuck Nick Cage.
Nick
yes.
Dude,
Cage.
I would go to Nick Cage's DMV.
Yeah.
Shitting me.
Back to U.S. Air Marshal.
Awesome.
How to get burned? How to get burned? How to get burned?
Not the bears.
You guys seen Con Air?
No.
Great
No,
movie.
he has like the
Long hair and a
Yeah.
fake Texas drawl.
fake Texas drawl.
He's getting
boy,
back to
you
see
know.
his wife and kids. He's actually being what's it called? Excused from prison. Everyone else just takes over.
Wait,
That's
what?
another movie that's on TNT a lot.
Dude, I talk shit on Nick Cage a lot.
Nick Cage was in a 9/11 movie.
But
Yeah, like First Responders.
Raising Arizona is like one of my favorite movies.
It is a good movie.
He's really funny in that.
Have you guys seen Into the Spider-Verse yet?
I have.
No.
I have not
It's really
seen
good.
that.
It's on Netflix. I very highly
Nick
recommend
Cage
it.
is in that,
wasn't
too.
planning. He's not in that.
He
He
is.
is.
Are you serious?
voices one of
Now
the
I have
Spider
to
guys.
fucking watch.
He's,
It's
uh,
really good.
Do you want to know who he is?
Yeah.
He is the Spider
Spider-Man-
Noir.
Yeah,
guy.
Spider-Man Noir.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. No.
I'm
I
going-
heard you, but what does that mean?
So
Yeah.
it's like
He is a Spider-Man from the 1940s.
So he's Black Spider-Man?
No, black and white. What? Why would you think that?
Because he said noir.
no, like the film genre.
Whatever.
He fights Nazis, I guess.
Yeah.
He fights Nazis with web.
Yeah. And punches.
Okay.
And he wears like a trench coat and
And a
a hat.
So you know how crazy you sound?
Yeah, I do. It's great. It's fantastic. They also have Spider Ham, which is
Spider Pig. Spider Pig.
it was a spider that was bit by a radioactive pig.
What?
Yeah. And it's animated like Looney Tunes. It's really good.
And
You
it's,
say a spider that was bit by a pig.
A radioactive pig.
And it
So he's
is-
Pig Spider. He's not even a
No,
Spider-Man.
he's Spider Ham.
Okay.
and he is voiced by John Mulaney. Fucking.
No, he's not.
It is,
is,
yeah.
yeah.
John Mulaney.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Wow. I have to watch this now.
It's good. It's on Netflix.
I think there's another person, like a well-known comedian too. I'm blanking.
I'll look it up.
Fact check it.
Yeah,
The
fact.
dude that from is it the guy from Mad Men voices Peter
John
Parker?
Hamm?
I think.
John Hamm.
Maybe.
It's
Why didn't they make him Spider Ham? That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
perfect.
that was such a messed up.
it's have you guys watched New Girl?
No.
Yeah.
So
kind of.
you know Nick from that?
Oh, I like that guy.
He's another Spider-Man.
Have you seen that movie Tag?
I have.
That movie's actually really funny.
That one
Chris
is.
Pine voices the original Peter Parker.
I'm still talking about the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I am. It's really good.
So
I'm sure it is.
I got the
Alright,
cast
watch it.
up. We got. So Nick Cage is definitely in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jake Johnson. Does anybody know who that is?
Jake Johnson?
Yeah, he's the dude from New Girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. So this is actually like a good movie, though.
It's
Yeah.
super good.
Really?
I did
It's
not-
all
I
animated,
didn't
right?
Yeah.
expect it
It's
to
animated
really
like
good.
a comic book would be.
Yeah.
Like
It has like the dots.
yeah,
hash
you know
marks
how
and
Wolf Among Us is
Yeah.
like that. And
Okay.
The Walking Dead too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Except
Like
better.
that style. I've seen like some of the previews for it.
No,
don't know.
it's they had to like make kind of like a new way of animating to animate the movie.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
pretty cool.
I just kind of put it on because it was like new on Netflix and it was like I heard
Yeah.
good things and I watched it. It was like holy shit, this is awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? So there's a Spider Verse.
Yeah. So it's
Can we
like,
just talk about this for a second?
so it's kind of connecting like how there's like 8,000 different Spider-Man comics.
Okay.
It's just kind of like that.
Combining them.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I wish they would do that with more things, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, cause like they could do it with Batman if they really wanted to,
I don't know. I feel like Batman might be the one that they.
but it would
should-
be like
Batman's
Well,
like.
actually,
I don't
here's
know.
a random fact.
It would
Have
be
you
just
guys
kinda-
watched Watchmen?
yeah. No.
Okay.
haven't
Never
actually.
mind.
Okay. Well, I feel like Batman, like, I don't know. They've had like, I feel like the different versions of Batman would be too dissonant.
Dude, just the same. Just
No, it would
with
be too dissonant. Like you'd have like Adam West and Christian
No,
Bale.
Yeah,
not
there was
like
the
that.
Batman with Michael Keaton.
Like with
He
the-
killed like 40 people in that movie.
Yeah.
Batman, from what I understand, like never kills people.
There is
Like,
that one
that's-
Batman comic where he uses a battle axe.
really?
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like use like the different comic Batmans for an animated movie, not like
Don't take anything from the
For
movies.
sure.
Oh yeah.
As long as Mark Hamill is the Joker,
Right.
I'll be fine.
and they
with
have
it.
all the different Jokers as the villains. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
50% Mark Hamill.
this is all Mark Hamill. I've been replaying Arkham Knight. Now that you mention it,
Arkham Knight.
yes.
That one was okay, I think.
I-
That was the one with
The newest
Jason
one,
Todd.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Everyone fucking knew. As soon as I started playing that game,
Oh
they
yeah,
start-
100%. Was like,
Yes.
oh, they're doing this, just a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to replay because they have like remastered versions of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City,
Okay.
but they don't look good at all.
Really?
They look really bad, and I don't know why.
Huh.
Have you looked at Arkham the VR game at all?
I don't have a VR thing, so I can't
Ah,
play it.
no.
But I have looked into it.
Is it still with the same
It's
style?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
It I don't know. All those games now that I'm replaying them look kind of weird. I don't know if it's just like the way that they design the characters to just kind of be blocks. Because if you look at
I-
Batman, he's just square.
I think they
Yeah.
wanted it to be gritty too.
Well, it is in a way.
Yeah. Like there's some games where it's like good gritty and then there's like, oh, this looks like shit
Yeah.
5 years after.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it because
Like,
on the
I-
Xbox 360, it looks decent.
It might just be
I
that
actually like played the 360 versions on my Xbox One. I think.
Can you do
Like
that?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's some of them that you can.
Are they
some
backwards
games.
compatible?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it's interesting because like Assassin's Creed 2 like still looks pretty good. I just replayed that.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
I played that a couple of years ago.
I stopped at the mission where you have to gather like all the codex pages because I was just like, fuck that shit. I'm just playing Brotherhood instead.
Yeah.
Dude, I did all that
Brotherhood's
shit.
my
I have
favorite
every
one.
single achievement in Assassin's Creed 2.
I can't. Dude. I
1,000
can't
gamer
fucking do
Bro.
it. I can't.
I got all the fucking feathers, bro.
Why?
I got all of them.
That's like the worst shit.
I got all of them.
And then it gives you a cape that just makes it so you can't play the game because
It's a
guards
cape that says,
instantly
I got all the feathers.
the
That's
guards
what the cape.
instantly attack you
Oh my
once they see you
God.
wearing that cape.
That's the point. So after you beat the game, no one's attacking you, right? So you put on the fucking cape because you got all the feathers, and then the guards come at you.
Now you got, challenge. You gotta do
Sure.
it now.
I've been replaying Mass Effect.
All of
Uh,
them are just like
From the first game. I've never actually played the first game all the way through.
the story is
I
good.
like
The
the first
gameplay is
one.
kind of
What?
the story is good, but
Yeah.
the gameplay is kind of
I like the gameplay.
it's all right, but at the same time it's just like
okay.
eh,
There's like some chunky parts, right?
Yeah, there's
where
some
it kind of
chunky
gets weird.
bits.
chomp.
There's
I
like
never really thought.
you sprint so fucking fast that it's
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah,
I think that like and then it makes the camera kind of weird.
Yeah.
yeah, it does. You can't really.
Oh wait,
move
no,
it.
in the first one you can't sprint.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Is the first
Yeah.
one the one with the
Have I been playing
Weird.
that wrong the whole time?
weird car
yeah.
thing for exploring?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
that's the worst.
Then the
fucking
second
part.
one
Dude,
has the
Fuck that thing.
Yeah.
the
for
second
real.
one has the weird like hover car, right?
No, the second
No,
one.
the second one
they
you
got
don't-
rid of the
they
car
got rid of it.
altogether. I
The
think.
second
the-
one is the best
The
one of the
fourth
series.
one has a car though.
I know one of them has
Yeah,
like this
and
weird
Andromeda.
hover car.
I think if you have a DLC for the first one, you could drive a weird hover car for a little bit.
That might be it then.
The
'cause
second
I
one
know
is the
we
best
had,
one.
Like,
Or the second one of them.
The second one's good.
we had like the Universe edition or something, and it was like all 3 games with like the DLC
Yeah.
Have you
comic
guys-
books for
I don't
everything.
get why everyone complains about the third one.
Because of the ending.
I
Yeah,
get
but
it.
what's wrong with the
just,
ending?
Because it wasn't a happy ending. It didn't.
Yeah,
really,
it's not supposed
That's
to be.
not
a
really
happy
what
ending.
people were complaining about. It was more that like
Your choices don't matter.
yeah, that was it.
I think that
get
was
that too.
kind of by design.
But,
But
like-
no, that they do.
Have you guys looked at the
They added
indoctrination
that.
theory at all?
No.
What, that he was
What's that?
indoctrinated the whole time.
Yes,
or
that
something?
the Shepherd was being indoctrinated by the Reapers from the first game on.
Yeah,
It's really
Yeah.
interesting. It's
it
like
is a cool theory.
it's like probably not true, but like
No.
it's really cool. I don't know. Like the final cutscene takes place in Shepard's mind, and like it's like him trying to fight the control of the Reapers or accept it based on which choice you make. Like Synthesis is like, we're one with the Reapers now. This is what they always wanted, and then Destroy is like you rejected their control.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, the fucking at the end of Mass Effect 3, everything blows up. You're walking toward you're limping towards this one dude. You have a pistol.
Yeah,
It's just this one Geth dude with a gun.
Marauder shields, dude.
Dude, it took me fucking hours to kill that guy.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 lives. I was dude.
Yeah.
No, this guy was on it.
That's the one thing about the first game is it's way harder.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
first
Like-
game was hard.
I didn't expect it to be as hard as it
The
was.
second one, I never really thought the gameplay was that great, except for 4 actually.
Yeah,
That one was
dude.
really
Dude,
good
Andromeda had
gameplay-wise.
amazing gameplay.
The story
I thought
was
it
shit.
Yes.
was pretty good.
Yeah, the story wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Well, it was just like a rehash of everything else.
Yeah,
Like,
and
oh,
the-
these are the bad guys, and
They're
they're-
bad.
Yeah,
they're-
exactly.
And I
they're
saw the
not
plot
cool.
twist coming from miles away, where the whatever the aliens that are your friends turn into the aliens that are your enemies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that coming from
I
miles
saw
away.
that one, too.
And it's kind of like a normal plot twist. though,
Right,
and,
like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like they have a whole new galaxy, and they just created 2 different species of aliens.
Yeah.
It's like what?
and we're just dealing with the Krogan and the
Yeah.
Solarians again.
Like
Yeah.
it's all
like
the
there's so much
same.
possibility there. They're like,
Are they
it
making a
just
fifth
wasn't
one?
tapped into.
I
What?
think they're going to, but
they
like
were going to.
EA's trying to kill BioWare now because of Anthem.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
of Anthem.
Yeah, because like
Anthem did
because
really
Anthem is a
bad,
piece of shit, and
and
like.
Andromeda did really bad.
But like the reason it's a piece of shit is because EA made them make
Yeah,
it.
they rushed him out.
I don't
No,
know.
they not
There's-
even that they rushed them out. They made them make that game.
There's,
Oh,
like,
Like
a
no one at
theory is,
BioWare
like-
wanted to make that game.
wow.
BioWare said they wanted to do it and whatever. I don't know.
I thought
don't really
Anthem
care.
was good. Or
No.
or people say that it like
No.
was worth
The
trying or no?
gameplay is good.
But the game
but
itself
everything
is shit?
else is bad,
Okay.
is what I heard.
Yeah, and like the big complaint was like that it's so hard to get like loot and shit.
Oh, so it's
I
an
guess.
EA game.
Yeah, it's an EA game.
Right.
And that's the thing is like, what I've heard is that like EA basically forced Anthem on BioWare.
Okay.
Because like BioWare never really, like they made the Old Republic, but they never really wanted to make like an MMO aside from that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have the Star Wars, right? Like the rights to make Star Wars games, and they've made 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really did.
Did you guys have, side note, Star Wars games, did you guys have the Star Wars pod racers when you were younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No.
shit.
Yeah.
I remember it at the arcade at Laser Quest,
Oh,
which was like pretty
I know what you're
sweet.
talking about.
That was sweet. Yeah.
Like the actual arcade.
I'm side note, I
Yeah.
miss
Yeah.
Laser Quest, man. I wish that thing still existed.
So you don't like the blow up thing that they have there now?
What is?
It's
what is-
just a kid park with a bunch of blow up stuff. You know, like the things that you can get at birthday parties?
Oh.
Like
they
the
just
slides.
all have 'em, and
Yeah, it's just a bunch of that.
those.
Yeah.
So Laser Quest is closed.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Put in
actually,
bouncy
if you go to
castles.
Henrietta, you can go
It's
to the Laser
Lasertron, yeah.
which you can get beer and shit.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
play laser
Laser
tag.
Quest.
Sounds like we should do that.
Yeah.
They would always. They had like a bunch of different game modes
Yeah.
at Laser Quest, so you would have it on your thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
on the gun.
scorecard. On the scorecard.
Oh,
It
okay.
would be like, oh, capture the flag. I was like, that always sounds so much cooler than just like free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is like one of the rules is no running.
Yeah.
It's like how do you capture the flag if you can't run? Like
tactical
Yeah.
capture the flag.
I guess.
Fuck that.
But like yeah, no, everybody ran.
Like,
I
everyone's
ran,
on.
like I covered sensors, I did everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys like kneel down too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like don't kneel.
My
Just lie.
grand-
Dude, I fucking lied down if I found a good spot.
Just snipe.
Yeah.
My
Don't cover
grandfather.
sensors.
That's
I'll
how I got
put duct
first
tape
place
over
once
my
by cheating like a
sensors.
bastard.
My grandfather one time, so it was like a kid's birthday party, one of like mine or my brother's, and we went in and they set us all up, we're all running around, and then the guy's like looks at my grandfather and he goes, "You want to play?" He's like, "Can I put on my coat over the vest and just shoot kids?"
Oh my god.
And so he goes in, and guess what? Halfway through, he like joins halfway through, and he wins.
Wow.
They let him do it?
Yeah,
That's fucking
It was like
crazy,
an
dude. That's
18-year-old
awesome.
kid. He's like, "I don't give a shit."
Yeah. I'm getting paid minimum wage. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was at what's the roller rink place?
Horizon
Horizon.
Yeah, it was in
Yes.
their like smaller one. It wasn't.
I haven't
Yeah,
been to
yeah.
that one.
I haven't been to that one either.
I've been in there once and I was confused because like you have to like reload the gun
What?
with like shooting stuff. I think.
Yeah, it's like 10 shots or some shit. Right.
Oh.
That's
I
fucking
went
dumb.
to
Yeah, like yeah.
in Pennsylvania for robotics as a
Mhm.
team building thing. We went laser tag. And if you died, you had to go to like a revive station. I won because I camped the revive station and kept shooting the other team.
Wow.
I was like, I pulled my team to first place because I was across it, but like there was a gap you could shoot between the walls at people.
Yeah.
So they would revive, run out, and I just like, and like they were like, what the fuck? There was also a random like four couples,
Yeah, 4 people.
4 people. Just they decided to come at the same time, and
Up
they were
against
a
Dan,
bunch of
give me a beer.
like
Thanks.
teenagers.
Yeah,
They got fucked up. They didn't know what hit them. It was great.
that's awesome.
It was like a
That
little
sounds
bit of an
awesome.
arcade too.
Okay.
So,
So it'd be like Laser Quest.
except smaller.
Okay.
It was like
Laser Quest was huge.
Laser Quest was too big.
It was pretty
for
big.
its own good, I think.
I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
It was
it might just have been like 12-year-old me thinking it's
No, it
huge.
was
Is it
big.
big?
It was
I
like-
mean, it's like 2 stories, kind
Yeah,
of.
it's
like the
2
actual
stories.
inside part.
Okay.
probably the size of. It's a good size. Cause you walked in,
Like
it was just like
15-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
you walked in, it was just like a small room with a desk, and then there was like the 4 arcade machines, and then you'd walk into where they have everything else.
Yeah. And then the
Right.
pizza room.
Yeah, the pizza room.
Pizza room.
At movie theaters, they have pizza rooms now.
They do.
Which I find kind of strange.
At the same time,
It's
you could
kinda
have
weird.
parties there, and
Yeah.
instead of having
Yeah, I mean,
to
I
bring all the
guess.
kids to the theater. Feed them.
The theater.
At a different place. Just do it there.
Yeah, that is easy. I think it'd be cool at like the Sam's Club that they closed down.
Paintball
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
I
dude,
think
that'd be
that'd
so sweet.
Yeah, like
That would
Or even
paintball.
that,
Or like,
the
Sweet,
Tops that was
bro.
there.
yeah, I think
That
you
Tops
can make
has
a
really
killing.
really high ceilings.
You can make a killing if you do, like paintball one half and then like go karts on the other.
I was thinking arcade and laser tag, just kind of like Laser Quest, except with more arcade machines, because that's where you're probably gonna make more money.
And a
Probably.
bar.
Make it like
Bar,
Dave and
yeah.
Buster's.
Yeah,
or
paintball's like
something.
more niche.
Yeah.
Than,
When people think of paintball, they're like, I don't want to get hurt.
you can make it paintball and laser
I
tag.
guess.
So it's paintball for the adults and then laser tag for the kids.
Paint
Little
tag.
bitches.
You just spray people with paint.
I'm just gonna run to the laser tag course with a paintball gun and start lighting up some kids.
I feel like if you made something like almost like a Horizon Fun Effects, but for adults,
Yeah.
you'd probably make some decent money.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I feel like adults just want somewhere to hang out where there's not really any kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Or even the go karts would be cool too.
But then you have to deal with drinking and driving.
yeah, that'd be kind of
Literally.
funny though.
I mean,
It
if
would,
they're on a
but
controlled course.
It's kind of hard to
And
flip
can you
one of
just
those
make it
golf,
yeah.
one of
Make
those
it
carts.
slot cars, but like human size.
Have you gone to a slot car?
I have.
Huge track.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
insane.
That shit is crazy.
It was a long time ago for a friend of mine's birthday party. A buddy of mine. His birthday party.
I'm funny.
Did he have
and,
some elk meat?
No, we were like 9.
Have you ever
But-
tried DMT?
Dude,
It's entirely possible.
I kind of want to.
100%.
Oh God. All right, I regret everything. The oh
Did
God.
you go to like one where it was like an 8-track, and the cars were like a foot long almost?
Like
And you
real
No, the
RC
cars were still pretty small.
Okay.
I don't know where it was like. I don't know, man.
Was it that place in Henrietta?
I think it was on like Mount Reed or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if we need to edit that out. Like
Yeah.
the town that we're near. I don't know. Fucking.
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit
People gonna
either.
find me and see how sad I am. all
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna
And
steal
everyone's
those
gonna
pink
everyone's
shorts.
gonna laugh.
and laugh at me.
Everyone's gonna laugh.
Join in laughing at myself, guys.
They're all actually gonna go to the DMV with you.
Yeah. Join me on Friday.
We'll
at the
take over the
DMV.
DMV.
They got that guy. But so the
The guy.
The homeless guy.
The homeless
Yeah.
guy.
the undercover.
He's like a staple there.
The one that I went to, there was this one guy who like tricked out his slot car, and this thing like made a whining like wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
would like just loop everyone, and like as a kid you don't like comprehend how fast things go. It's just like, wow, that's fast.
Right.
Someone sticks their hand in there and loses a finger.
Yeah, like like it was just like it was scary too because it was like this like red and it like lit up. It's like a demon just driving. It was fucking insane.
I don't see. I never understood that thing because, like, if you just all press the trigger at the same time, like, it's just luck, right? I mean, like, there's no skill involved.
Yeah,
Kind of. I don't know.
I think
I
if you're
mean-
not, if you're like just going there once, but then if you're
Yeah, I
like,
think if you like know more about him.
Yeah.
if you're building your own car,
right, I guess it's like more preparation
There's
than
something
anything.
I saw online like a couple years ago where it was almost like slot cars, except it was like a pad that you would put down and you'd put these little like RC cars on them, and you were able to control them through your phone, and they would only work on this track.
I think I've seen those.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
I don't know what they're called either, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like slot cars, but a little bit cooler. Not cooler, but more.
Technological. Because like slot cars are like from the 70s.
Yeah, you just
like
with slot cars, you just pull a trigger and you just
It is
kind of luck. But with this, you could like control it.
it is pretty fun to actually like build like an entire town with like the slot cars.
Yeah, I could see
Just
that.
build the whole track and everything.
Yeah.
Almost
Whole
like
setup.
It's like a train layout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basic. But like
those
the
guys
train
that
layouts
do the
seem-
train.
What I mean, it's the same concept
cool.
of like building your own.
I found a
Yeah.
YouTube station
A
or
station.
YouTube channel.
A lifestyle on
we're talking
YouTube.
about trains now. That
talking about
is
trains.
he built like this huge train like rail system, like the
Yeah.
little ones, and like he strapped
Was it the
he strapped
HO? Was it HO size?
Was
God.
it HO scale?
Was
I
it HO scale?
I don't know
Or
what
was it O? Christian,
I
tell
don't know
me.
what
I don't
any
think-
of this means.
Was it ho scale?
What was it?
You're withholding on us, buddy.
I don't know what this means.
Was it just H scale?
Anyways, talking about scales with 2 letters. Yeah, sure.
Or, like,
Don't tell me those sons
No,
of
there was, like,
bitches
model
are
trains.
using
no,
OH
like
scale.
the HO is like that size.
model
Kind
train
of.
size.
I mean, yeah.
It's
sure.
a little bit bigger.
Imagine a model train. That's the size it was.
No, but
Because it
there's
was
different.
model
You don't
train.
understand, dude, bro.
There's-
Do you even fucking model train? I don't think you
No, I
understand.
don't.
So there's like ones that go. So like when you buy a little kid like
No,
a
they were,
train
like,
set,
the
they're,
big
like, these
model
ones.
train.
Then like there's these ones. Then
Could you sit in this train?
No, not that kind of model train.
could I rob it?
Is it robbery size?
I mean, maybe
I'm
if you
getting that gold.
get a model robber and put it in the model train, and you could model rob the train. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Kind of.
Kim Kardashian's gonna rob a train. I get it.
What?
Because she's a
Oh,
model.
God damn it.
Shut up.
Is she?
That was the first person that came to mind.
Yes.
I don't know.
She's got a
Anyway,
good comeback story.
She has a weird
I
butt.
think she's just a whore.
Yeah,
Her ass looks like a fucking diaper.
yeah.
He strapped a GoPro to the model train and let it go throughout the whole thing. It was pretty relaxing. I enjoyed it. It was like 30 minutes.
Really?
Yes, it was great.
That's a long train layout.
It was fantastic.
How big was his setup?
Was it going in circles or was the whole
No.
thing the one layout?
Or was it like his entire
He had
basement?
multiple railways.
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure it was like in a garage,
Okay.
like a
garage?
large garage, like probably maybe like a 2-car,
Yeah.
possibly 2.5.
2.5 car garage.
My uncle
It was cool.
Yeah.
had a train set up in his basement, and it was insane because he would like. Have you guys seen like the flexible people? How you like make them out of like
Yeah, like
yeah
plastic.
paper clips,
Oh.
like, and then he like
And then model the clay around them and
yeah
stuff.
he like
Ah,
did
okay.
that, and it was like he had like all the trains set up, and then like went up a mountain and shit.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
what this
sweet.
was like. Like some of the trains like had steam coming out of them.
Yeah,
It was intense. I loved it.
Have,
I fell asleep to that video more than
Bro, we
once.
got boxes on boxes of trains here.
Really?
Yeah, we got
For real?
trunks full of trains.
For real?
what
yeah,
size?
No,
are
no,
they?
like actually
Yeah.
we do. Yeah.
Like model train?
yeah, model
Like
trains.
model
HO scale.
trains, bro. HO scale.
Don't know
HO
what that
scale
means
trains.
either, but
that size.
I kind of want to make
That's
a model
fucking-
train railway. Let's
Dude.
do it. Let's build a model train railway around your house.
That sounds like a lot of work.
And it would be
It seems like
cool, though.
Let's build one
I'm gonna
around
be
your house.
tripping
Okay.
over
Let's go one
trains.
from here to his house.
That's a great idea.
That's a fantastic idea.
It
Then
won't
we
get hit.
rob it.
It won't get hit by cars.
Yeah,
No,
no.
we won't build it in the road.
No,
It'll go
a
over
little
the road.
bridge.
We'll put little
It'll go
we'll put
over.
little railway crossing things in the road. So if when it does go over the road, they'll
You can
know
just go along the canal path. It'll get there.
Yeah.
eventually.
Talking about like all the model making, have you guys seen the like people who make like the miniature Titanics?
And then sink them.
Yeah, they sink them, but they make them so that they sink in real time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That's like something a sociopath would
Yeah,
do.
like-
what?
But do you know what that makes? A great YouTube video to watch.
I
I
guess.
get, sure, but
Like,
like,
it is definitely a video to watch.
It's mainly because it's like, how did they fucking? Oh my god! Like,
Yeah, then you watch it split in half. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah.
but whenever I watch a video like that, it's always in the back of my mind, like, what kind of person does this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
I want
for
to
me.
hear
It's
the
more of like, why am I
screams.
watching this? And then I just keep watching it. I'm like, huh.
Do they build like little models of Leonardo DiCaprio?
No. I saw this one video.
Sex car.
Yeah.
Ew. That poor car. Probably glad it got sunk. Didn't ask for that.
There was this one video where, because there was the ferries that helped move the Titanic when it was at port and all this other shit, and the
Right.
guy made like all of them, and they all worked, and they worked on little watch batteries for like the
Really?
rotors, so you like put them in like this like pond that he made, and they like drove around. It was awesome.
That's not cool.
You got to be like a historian or something
Yeah.
to do that. I don't know.
It's
Otherwise, like, you cannot justify devoting your time to that.
Like, otherwise you're just the dude playing with boats.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you gotta.
Why can't people just play with boats?
Because Kristen, it's
He works hard all day. Sometimes he wants to come home and just
What if he
build a boat.
doesn't? What if he doesn't work hard
what
all
if
day?
he just makes boats?
Yeah. What if that's all
day?
he fucking does?
What if his job
In
is to
his
make toy
bathtub.
boats? Well, I mean, then it's weird. But if,
he's got a pond out back that he made.
yeah,
It made this pond.
he dug the pond up. He put the boat in it. Because he wants to.
Did he make the boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you guys heard the conspiracy that the Titanic wasn't actually the Titanic that sank?
What?
And it
So,
was its sister ship or
there-
whatever.
But
Are
why?
four?
I don't know.
There's
There's some Eddie Bravo shit.
No,
Okay.
no.
Johnny Bravo?
So there are 6 Olympic class cruise liners, which 2 of them are like earlier ones, and they're slightly smaller than the Titanic, and then the 4 other ones, it's like the Olympic, the Titanic, the something with a B, then the Aquitania, and they're all the same ship basically.
You mean Lusitania?
No, the Lusitania is one of the smaller ones. So then the idea is the Olympic and the Titanic were both owned by White Star Line, and the Olympic was in Gulf of Mexico at in 1910 or something,
Yeah.
and we're passing this U.S. naval ship, a small one, and because it was so big, the Navy ship got sucked into the bigger ship's wake, and it hit it. So the conspiracy is that they brought it back to Liverpool or wherever they were building the Titanic, and realized that it was too much money to fix the Olympic and actually be profitable. So they were like, all right, let's just switch all of the stuff on the Titanic to the Olympic and sink it on its maiden voyage, because then we can just claim it off as a tax write-off.
Wow.
So the conspiracy is that, because there's pictures of it, both of them in port, because all the stuff is the same except for I think there's 16 bells, the front and back markers, so the front where it says Titanic on the bow, and then on the back, and then there's another thing the captain's chair or some shit. So the conspiracy is that they had a crew of people come in and switch it all one night, and then there was another ship they got when the Titanic, which is in this conspiracy is the Olympic,
Okay.
goes on its maiden voyage, is gonna hit
Sinks.
the Titanic and sink it. But they say that it actually hit a iceberg and sunk it. And there's this really shitty documentary where
But what happened to the other boat then?
I'll get to
And
that.
also,
There were two boats.
sunk that
I'll get to
one,
that. So that's the conspiracy, is that's how the ship got there so fast to get the people or something. That's the
Okay.
boat that was supposed
I
to hit
didn't
them.
really get there fast though. That's why most of them died.
Yeah. So, anyways, in this documentary, they go down and it's the most damning evidence. They show the front of the Titanic, and they go through and Photoshop where the letters had fallen off, and Photoshop Olympic spelled out in the how like the sun bleaches the like black and then
Yeah.
like the white letters fall off and it's like you can see underneath it and it's like it's Olympic spelled out and it's like how much did you pay this shitty intern to Photoshop this?
Dude, I watched an actual like documentary on the Titanic once,
Mm-hmm.
and when they were actually like going out there, they got this thing on the radio. The guy was like, "Hey, just so you know, it's kind of choppy out there. Watch out for icebergs." The
Yeah.
captain of the Titanic's like, "Bro, I got this. Shut the fuck up." And the guy like turned off his radio.
Yeah.
And that guy was actually in range to save everybody, like in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that, I think.
And like if they had stayed their course when they first saw the iceberg, they would have hit it and it would have been fine or something.
Yeah, it's because they turned.
You know, the sailors all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay. If they'd have put
20 more miles behind.
behind her. They'd have put 20 more miles behind her. The subject of conspiracies, though. What do you guys think happened to JFK?
What? We're just gonna go straight into.
Dude,
We're
that
diving
cons-
deep.
I have so many opinions about this.
The government killed him.
No.
We're talking
Yes.
about
Partially, yes.
aliens.
Are we talking about
No,
aliens?
we're not talking about aliens.
Dude, if we were though.
Well, that's why they killed him.
No.
Because they killed him because he was gonna release the.
No, they
information
killed
on
him
the
because he
aliens.
didn't want to be in Vietnam anymore.
Yeah.
It was because of the
CIA,
wanna
aliens.
man.
escalate it.
The CIA,
CIA.
was pissed off
The
after
CIA.
the Bay of Pigs.
He
All
was
right, they
gonna
got pissed
release
off.
the information
I'm
on
not
the
sure
aliens.
if they went through because here's the thing: the Cubans were pissed off at JFK, right?
Right.
The mob's pissed off at JFK.
The mob.
The mob was pissed, bro.
Why?
Because,
Cause bro. Bro.
Have you even done DMT?
Stop.
With the fucking
Stop.
Joe Rogan. We're talking about JFK. We're talking about serious shit.
Have you
here.
guys heard
Joe Rogan.
Have you heard the conspiracy that one of the Secret Service guys on the car behind JFK, when the first shot hit JFK, he fell and was like shocked, and his M16 went off, and that's what like actually killed him.
Really?
Wait,
Have you
why would
heard-
he have an M16?
Yeah,
Because he's going through Dallas in an open car.
Yeah,
So-
but the president isn't gonna fucking just start. Like,
No.
this doesn't make any sense.
No, just
No,
in
no,
case
the
like he
Secret
does
Service.
get attacked. The Secret
Yeah.
Service.
I understand that. Oh, the Secret Service guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
he
like
had the M16.
yeah, so JFK's in the first car, and then this is like second car behind him, and he's riding on the rails of it, like on the
okay.
side. So like when the first shot goes off, he like jumps off, but how he jumps, he like pulls the trigger.
Okay, so, what's the fucking guy's name? Oswald.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So they get that dude.
Lee Harvey.
That dude, like, one of his last words was like, "I'm not going down for this. This wasn't me."
yeah,
And then he gets shot by a guy
Jack Ruby.
from the mob.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
guy was from the mob.
Right.
So like, to me, it always seemed kind of obvious that like he just wanted to keep him quiet, right?
Oh.
Right.
Like he just wanted to shut this guy up, so he went in there.
I
killed
So-
I haven't really looked a lot into
Are you saying
JFK
that-
assassination. I'm gonna be honest.
The government did it.
Yeah, they killed him because he
Are
was
you
gonna release
saying that,
information about the aliens, and we all know that's right.
No,
Let me get
no.
this.
Because he didn't want to be in Vietnam anymore. Like,
And that's
if you,
why.
if you look at the track record of the American government, like, war makes money. We've been in many wars since then, all to make money. I mean, the motive is there.
Side note, have you seen it's a Noam Chomsky video where he goes through and says why each president since World War II should be
Yes.
indicted?
If
Really?
we
And
follow,
my-
if we follow the Nuremberg tribunals,
Yeah, my favorite part.
every
with that-
post World War II president will be hanged.
So he gets to Nixon, and the interviewer's like, Nixon, and he's like, we don't need to cover Nixon. Everybody knows. And then the best part is he gets to Ronald Reagan, and he goes like, you're kidding me, right? Do I actually have to tell you why he needs to be in jail? Like,
I love Noam Chomsky, dude.
when he says something, and it's like, oh shit, we should probably listen, because
Yeah.
he's kind of like the guy who studies everything.
It was because of aliens.
I don't think it was because of aliens.
Trust me. I know.
Listen though, aliens.
Aliens?
Are real as fuck.
I believe they're real. I don't believe they've been to Earth, though.
Nah,
Have you seen
dude. We are the
Bob,
aliens.
Bob Lazare on Joe Rogan's podcast?
No.
So he was actually the guy who was working on. He was investigating a flying saucer at Area 51.
Okay.
What year was this?
This, I'm not sure what the actual. I think it was like late 70s.
Okay.
Did you hear about that? The
No.
Canadian guy.
No, I didn't, Christian.
Hang on. No. No. Let me say something.
Just getting started on
No, I don't care about Joe Rogan.
It's not about Joe Rogan.
It always comes back to Joe
It's
Rogan.
about
alien
life.
It's entirely possible.
It's about extraterrestrial fucking visitors, bitch. All right, what were you gonna say about the comedian?
What?
No, not comedian, Canadian. guy.
Canadian.
It was like fuck. He was like he was investigating UFOs and shit, and he
Yeah.
pretty much straight up released a whole slew of documents saying like, yeah, governments are working with aliens.
Yeah.
It's I wish I had the full
He could just
story,
be
though.
crazy.
Nah,
I mean, maybe.
because he worked on the stuff himself.
Okay.
No,
So
like,
he says.
he fondled the equipment.
He's like a well-known Canadian like government worker though.
No, but this guy, right?
Bless you.
He was like, he's the
What?
kind of guy. He was taking
What?
apart
That
Learjets
wasn't
when
even a
he was like
sneeze.
15.
Okay.
So this dude, he's working at Area 51. They bring him in for a special project. So basically, they're looking at this sphere that came from the saucer,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a gravitational field.
Okay.
Like if you put that actually on the flying saucer, this is what he says. I mean, it would like, because he said it emits gravity from it, so like you can't actually touch it. Like when you bring your hands to it, it kind of pushes them away.
It's like,
so it'd be like a force field,
yeah.
basically. But
You might have to get closer to the mic. Just by the
okay.
way.
Yeah, you should.
So he kind of goes more into it about like he actually looked
Is that how-
inside of it and
Would
saw
that be like how they hover? Is because like they're like pushing gravity like
it
against
could
gravity?
be. It could be that also.
There's a bunch of theories saying that the technology we have now is from aliens.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want
Wi-Fi and
aliens to be real and have visited Earth. That would be
I think
amazing. But
aliens are future humans.
Nah, dude,
Really?
we're the
Yeah.
aliens.
like,
Like,
they just can't reveal time travel to us.
Yeah,
That's what H.G. Wells said.
really.
Yeah, in the Time Machine.
there's a.
Is that like
Dude,
like,
H.G. Wells. Is
he didn't say that exactly, but it was more like that. No matter how you like come back, there's always gonna be like something that you have to keep secret from people.
Well,
There's
yeah.
Theories that
Ish.
extraterrestrials are actually extra-dimensional beings.
Oh, my man. Fuck, what's his name? Who's the dude with the crazy hair?
The aliens
Yeah,
guy?
ancient
Oh.
aliens.
aliens.
Listen.
And that
I
like
fucking love
Bigfoot is actually an extra-dimensional being, and that's why.
Chewbacca.
No. That's
Jesus
why like
Christ.
we can't like ever get good footage of him because he
Yeah.
messes with like cameras and shit.
Or maybe it's because he's not real.
You're not real.
Bigfoot used to be
Okay.
real.
We
Yeah,
probably
definitely.
killed him.
Like back in the ancient times, there was an ape that ran through the forest.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it was the thing.
it was me on a
Dude, but
Saturday.
H.G.
night.
Wells.
So that's
Before
why
my
we can never
haircuts.
get a hold of you on Saturday.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't try
Have
to get a
you
hold of
guys
me on
read
Saturday.
about any of H.G. Wells' like predictions for the future?
I read a little bit. Yeah.
One of them was like everyone's gonna have a chip in their hand, and they'll send each other messages through it, and
Yeah.
no one's gonna talk on the chip unless like someone's dying or something. It's like really eerily accurate to like cell phones and shit like that. Like he predicts a lot of stuff. He predicts a lot of stuff.
Dude, I want to go to the mothership. I want the aliens to fucking take me. I'm done with this world. Like, just
You want him to probe your butthole? You
No.
can just say it.
I don't want to. No, I just
Future
want to be in
you.
space, dude.
Space
I mean-
scares me.
Yeah.
Space and the ocean are the most.
I want to.
terrifying.
know
I want to
more about
live.
space
I want to
than
live
you know
out
about the
Star
ocean.
Trek, man. Fucking
I-
me and Kirk, we're gonna kick it up, dude.
We're gonna kick it.
Yeah, I think some of
Space.
H.G. Wells' books are fucking insane.
I haven't
Yeah.
actually read any of them.
I don't think I have either.
I'm
I
not
have
sure
the
if
time
I have.
machine. I think
Yeah,
it might be. It's probably over there
It's like-
somewhere.
I have a book that I want to read at home that's just like nuts.
which
I've
one?
shown it to you. That House of Leaves book.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That like has
I think I've heard of this.
it's crazy. Just like it's printed in a way that kind of makes you feel claustrophobic.
Really?
So like they'll print stuff like only in the corners of the pages, or like right on the seams.
That's interesting.
Or
So,
like there'll be
like-
squares that you need to hold up to a mirror to actually read.
It's always interesting when
pretty-
like you
pretty
harness like the power of a medium to like
Just change
that
it.
extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and it draws you in because
yeah.
Right.
you're like, what is it about? Are you supposed to be like
It's
a
supposed to
detective
be
or
like a
something?
horror,
Or-
Yeah, like you're immersed.
but I guess
It draws
like
you
it's
in.
more of a love story.
okay.
So I'm
Like
actually
Saw.
like, yeah,
The love of saws.
it's the love of one man and his saws. No, it's from what I've read
How do you want to do this?
or not read.
I just had an idea of like a one-off D&D that I thought would be cool.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was it?
Do you want to DM or do you want me to do it?
Detectives.
It wasn't I think it might have been horror.
Oh,
Horror?
the slasher film.
Yeah.
One that I was
that
talking
type of
about?
thing.
Well, I always wanted to try different genres. Like we did the Western one, that was great.
Yeah.
Like,
Just-
well,
well,
well. Well, looky here, boy.
Every now and then, at work, if we're really bored, we'll start talking like we're from the South. It gets pretty nuts. Because then we'll get like certain stock boys will start playing with it too. No. It's one stock boy, and he'll just be like, well. I'm just like, hell yeah, here we go.
It's the deli boy in stock.
The deli boy. He's like, I'll go into the back room, and he's like, looks like you're encroaching on my territory. I'm like, oh, here we go, hell yeah.
I mean, we can also continue the Western one. That's I don't know. I kind of only had one story planned.
Just El Paso.
Well, I mean, El Paso was just the beginning, though.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then we had like
also-
Tornado Thompson and his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
The
The ones that we set free on different nights, so they'll never find each other.
Right. Well, I mean, you alone set free on different nights.
No, I said Jayden set free the guy.
I don't think
yeah, the
that's
guy
true.
got set
Yeah.
free
Wait,
by
which
his
guy?
character.
Tornado
maybe.
Thompson.
Okay. Tornado Thompson from the Western.
Oh, yeah, I did that. Oh.
That's okay.
I
He's very
freed
professional.
Tornado Thompson.
That was me.
Yeah.
Well.
See, I mean, like, because you freed them, there's, like, room for more stories, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tornado Thompson coming back.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm all for it, dude.
Well,
Johnny
definitely.
Ringo is great.
He's something.
Johnny Ring. I don't remember any of the other characters. What was yours name?
What was his name?
Yeah.
Bill Hickory or something like that.
That sounds familiar.
I think it was something like that. Or no, it was gonna be Bill Hickory, and I was like, that's a dumb last name, so it was just Bill. I think I have it in my at home. I have it written down somewhere.
Ingram something. is
Oh,
mine.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Ingram Sinclair or something like that.
I don't think it was.
Was it Sinclair? Am I just thinking of Sinclair?
I think it was somebody else from the Birds.
The only Western movie I've ever even seen is Tombstone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I downloaded
You've never
like...
seen True Grit?
No.
It's a good movie.
True Grit, the remake. Yeah, that one's fucking badass.
Watch Bone Tomahawk.
Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah.
That one is a fucking
Watch that.
mind fuck.
It definitely doesn't get real gross at the last 30 minutes of that movie.
I just like Sam Elliott, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. In Tombstone, he was in.
He was Virgil Earp.
Have you watched
Virgil.
Westworld? The first season of
Westworld's
Westworld
good,
is a
dude.
Western, sort of.
Sort of.
In
Well,
a way. There's
like-
Western themes.
Yeah, like it's in the West.
If I was gonna watch like for inspiration for D&D, it would have to be like classic sort of Western.
It's
True
full
Grit.
of dollars and all
Like-
that.
Yeah.
Any
yeah,
Clint
yeah.
Eastwood movie.
Clint Eastwood. John
Outlaw
Wayne.
Josie Wales is a good one.
Just all the spaghetti westerns you
Right.
can find.
Unforgiven is
Bang and
another
Joe.
one.
It's weird to think that like those are like
Just Italian
super
guys.
American like films, and they're all
Yeah.
it's made by pretty much 90% Italians.
Yeah. All the bad guys are Italian.
Yeah.
None. I don't think
They had to
any
put
of them are
themselves in the
Mexicans.
Have you seen?
Because they're all like
Are they supposed to be Mexican?
Yeah, it's like a
okay.
band of Mexicans ride into town and steal the lady. Then like,
But it's like all
silent
played.
cowboy comes in and shoots them
It's
all.
all played by Italians.
Yeah.
Dude, there's an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where like an enemy alien race like beams aboard the ship and takes all the women, and they have like this tribalistic ritual. But here's the kick: they're all black. They're just black people. That's the alien race. They're black. It's the worst shit ever, dude.
Talking about shows, have you watched Chernobyl?
I haven't, dude. I've seen a couple episodes.
It's fucking insane.
It is pretty crazy.
It's really good.
I know how it
Yes,
ends.
Yeah. It's kind of hard not to know that part.
Yeah, but it is really good. Some of the guys I work with are watching it.
Yeah. That's been like, it's fucking awesome.
It looks really good.
Like,
I didn't think HBO could do it after Game of Thrones.
no.
HBO has Barry, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Barry's
Barry.
awesome.
Barry's the
I heard
best
Barry's
show.
good. Yeah.
Barry's really good.
Barry's really good.
They also have that one show you like, the one with the old guy.
What? Oh wait, there's this new show with John Goodman.
Not John Goodman, but also they have a show with
Yeah,
John
it's
Goodman.
about like a family of televangelists.
I
Yeah.
heard that one's good.
I don't know.
haven't
Is
seen
it a comedy though? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I
I
hope
feel
it-
like it's gonna be like a surreal comedy.
I would hope so. Cause like John Goodman, fucking comedic chops.
It's probably
Yeah.
gonna, be like.
I saw him in a horror movie too.
In a horror movie?
Yeah, in
Cloverfield
Cloverfield. Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
fucking
Roseanne?
kidnaps two people and just.
Was Cloverfield Lane good?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
I-
John Goodman is the villain though? Like he kidnaps.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
like-
like he's a crazy.
he
He's
kidnaps
like, dude, the
people.
apocalypse is coming. I gotta save them. And he traps these two kids in a fucking
Not
bunker,
kids.
dude.
They're like adults.
They're like,
It's the chick from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
yeah, they're like 20s.
And then there was that Cloverfield Paradox that came out on Netflix,
I don't
which
know
is
if I've seen that one.
it's all right,
Are they all connected?
slightly.
Because I thought Cloverfield.
They were originally supposed to be anthology movies.
Weren't they a monster movie?
The first
the
one was a
beginning?
monster movie.
It's a found
It was like
footage.
a found footage,
Yeah,
like
found footage thing.
Like,
Like,
the last 5 minutes, you actually
from
see
the
monster
ground-
in
Yeah,
the
I've seen the South Park based on it, so.
it's
Yeah.
like
You probably saw the movie. Then.
the ground floor view of
Wait, is that the one
Like-
with the guinea pigs and shit?
a Godzilla attack. Essentially, is the first one. The second one, I think, is like an alien movie almost.
Is that also found footage?
No.
No.
And then the third one is almost like a space sci-fi movie. It's weird.
You know, Halloween was supposed to be the same way.
Just like different.
Yeah, the guy who
slasher
made it
films.
wanted to make.
John Carpenter.
No, he just wanted to make a movie every Halloween. Like, it
so
wasn't-
it'd be
it-
like
came out-
Halloween.
If
But it was so successful that he just was like, all right, well, let's just keep doing that.
the issue is that the first movie came out and it was like, holy shit, there's like so much more backstory
Right.
to Michael Myers. And he's
Yeah.
like, all right, I'll make the second one, and that's why it's Halloween Part 2.
Okay.
And then
Oh, instead of-
Halloween 3
Just
is
made it the
the best movie ever.
It's
It is fucking
The best
hilarious.
Ever.
It is about this 90-year-old man who runs a distributor. Fuck. All right. He makes Halloween masks.
right.
There you
And
go.
so he goes crazy and he programs the masks to, when it becomes Halloween, to kill the children or take over their minds or something and kill all adults.
What? This
Yes.
sounds like a Goosebumps book.
So
It really does.
there is a point where every 10 minutes it's a different day basically leading up to Halloween.
Okay.
And every day it starts with the same commercial for the factory. And it's like, so there's like a week left and it's 7 days till Halloween. And then the next, like 10 minutes later, it's 6 more days till Halloween.
Yeah.
And at one point it feels like you're being tortured.
with the song.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's like,
It's like Groundhog Day.
yeah, but
Except Halloween.
it's like it's like late 70s, early 80s almost should be on Mystery Science Theater type
Oh,
of acting. Yeah.
Is that the one? No, that's Friday the 13th that has Paul Rudd in it.
Yeah. That movie's actually pretty good. The one with Paul Rudd.
Really? Is he,
No,
is
that
he one of
is-
the leads?
No, that is Halloween. It's
Paul Rudd's in that?
Yeah, he's like, so it's actually like, it's like the 5th one or some shit. So
Okay.
it's like, they're like making this movie thing, like show for Halloween to play on Halloween, and
Yeah.
they go into the Michael Myers house, and you just gotta like spend the night there or something, and then he comes and kills everyone.
Right.
And Paul.
Oh, it was
Rudd's-
like a competition, right? You spend the
Yeah.
night in the house and you
Oh.
win something.
Yeah. More or
And then
less.
like they didn't have like the prize or something, like whoever was doing it, so they were
They didn't
trying
have
to
the
scare them out
prize.
of the house.
Okay.
And then
And then like the real Michael Myers shows up or something.
kills like 40
And starts
kids.
killing people.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon is in
Footloose.
Friday the 13th.
Which one?
1.
Ah.
Have you guys seen the Kevin Bacon movie
Footloose?
where
Footloose?
there's all these like worms attacking? They like dig-
Trimmers?
Yes, Tremors.
I
Tremors.
fucking love that movie.
That movie's great.
Graboids?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
The
it.
balls.
No.
Skinwalkers.
No, no. Wait, is it Skinwalkers or is it Sleepwalkers?
I think it's Sleepwalkers.
I
Right.
didn't know
It's
it.
with the
Yeah.
cats.
It's the
Yeah,
one
with the cats.
Yeah.
With the cats and the
Cats.
kid who turns into the fucking alien and
Yeah.
It's great.
fucks his mom and...
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like a very pretty much incestuous
What?
relationship.
Yeah,
Stephen
no,
King.
dude, we gotta watch this movie. I'm telling you.
What
I
is
got
it?
it on Blu-ray.
It's a Stephen King movie, and it's one of his
Oh.
cocaine books.
Oh, okay.
And
fantastic.
it's
Those are the best ones.
what they just described is the movie.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
just
Cats.
incestuous cat people, pretty much.
Cat people.
Cat aliens,
Well, no, the cats kill them, so they're not cat people.
but they also look like cats
I guess they kind of do, yeah.
in a way. And then they turn into aliens and they don't look like cats anymore, but they get killed by cats. It's
Now I'm confused.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
had
thought
me
I
at-
had it, and then
I've seen the movie.
He
and
could
I'm
turn his
confused.
car invisible.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, that's part of his powers. There's like a
But
hot pursuit between him and the best cop ever in any movie.
And it turns them.
And he turns the car into
changes
his
shapes, right?
I think so. Yeah, he could
Yeah.
like change the car into different cars. He could shapeshift his car.
yeah.
Talking about cats
Or make
and
it
What?
cat people. Have you guys seen that Scooby Doo? It came out in like the late.
The one with the
90s.
pussycat?
Nope, it's the one on the bayou, and like
Is it the zombie one?
it might be.
Zombie Island?
Yes, that movie's awesome.
Oh, I've seen that.
Like,
Yo, the
Is that
classic.
the one where Kiss shows up at the end?
nope,
No.
that's the Wendigo one, right? I
The
think.
Wendigo?
That was like the
Yeah.
yeah.
They had
I don't know, dude. I like The Witch's Ghost. I don't know
Zombie
if you've seen
Island.
that one.
I think I've seen.
there was the
that one.
cyber one, the one where they got
Cyber-
That one fucking
Yes.
Race through
sucks.
cyberspace.
That's the one where they.
No.
It fucking sucks, dude.
It was great.
It
I
sucks.
like.
I thought it was okay.
Is that the
Shaggy
one where
and
Shaggy's
Scooby at
girlfriend
Ghoul
was an alien
School?
the whole time or something like that? Which one was that?
Which one was what?
The one where Shaggy and Scooby got like a girlfriend essentially, and then she was an alien the whole
No,
time.
it's a computer
They
program.
both got one girlfriend.
I don't think that.
Well,
no.
yeah, they're like symbiotic. They're
No, the girl had a dog too. I think.
I think you're talking about the cyber
I
one.
think
and
that
Is
there's-
it the cyber?
That is the cyber.
Yeah.
I
It's the
thought
cyber
you
one.
were
She was an
talking
alien.
about Shaggy and Scooby running a train on this train.
No. No, that's not
Dude,
at all
Just
what I was
tripping balls on the Scooby snacks.
Dude, original Scooby Doo is the best thing to watch. Like when you get stoned.
Yeah.
Like I finally confirmed it. I downloaded the original Scooby Doo and I did it, and
Like-
it's true.
yeah.
Where
it's
are
always
you?
just some random dude.
Yeah.
Like Scooby Doo, where are you?
Mr.
Like,
No,
like,
no, like-
1971.
Yeah, yeah, it's like
Scooby-Doo.
the.
Yeah, where are you?
Is it that one?
Is that what it's called?
Scooby Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Yeah.
We
We
got
got some work to do now.
You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver.
Yeah, that one.
You know we got a mystery to solve.
Be ready for your act.
Don't look back.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
I love that.
We should
They had
redo that over when we edit it, and it's just like
That should be the intro.
copyrighted.
such good, like, intro songs.
yeah,
The
for real.
Ramones did Spider-Man for one of the Spider-Man animated ones.
Spider-Man anime.
Yeah.
Probably the
Talking about anime, there is an anime in Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Oh, Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Rolling it back. It's a good movie. You should watch it.
Have you talked back to Scooby-Doo? Have you guys seen Scooby and Shaggy at Ghoul School?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe. I feel like I have.
So Scooby and Shaggy get a job as gym teachers at a high school for the daughters. That's right, it's all daughters of different monsters.
When is this? What
What?
year? What
It
years?
came out in like '86 or something.
I can't get behind any but the original, man. I don't know.
So what's new Scooby-Doo?
Except for the one with the fucking clown rapist in it.
What's new Scooby-Doo?
So-
Dude, Mystery Incorporated was good, dude.
Is that
It
the
was
one with the
good.
owl?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it like became
actually
like
good.
dark. Like
Yeah, it
like
got
there was
dark.
actually like story.
Freddy started punching people in the face.
What?
Yeah, dude.
He became Bruce Wayne.
It
Pretty
was-
much with
Got a
traps.
balance.
I think that at one point they did like a joke where instead of like a Playboy, he had like a trap magazine.
Yeah.
It was just traps. It was
Wait, like
what
traps,
the
like.
traps like
like-
no like ropes and shit.
Okay.
Like, no, stop.
Not the trap.
Get your mind out of the gutter. We're talking about Scooby.
What's
Just
the
talking
one with
about
John
Scooby running a
Cena?
train on somebody.
John Cena. That's a movie, right?
I'm not sure.
That's a Christmas movie or something where like they're about to get ran over by a boulder and all
Yeah,
of a
then,
sudden
like,
John Cena
John-
comes
Wait,
out.
wait. John
John
Cena's in a
Cena.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, he is. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
It's like
they
an
actually-
Indiana Jones
They
style
actually play
setup,
his
like-
theme music
Oh my
when
god.
he pops up. It's great.
Yeah. That's such a good movie.
Well, yeah, Ghoul School. It has like
Is it a show or is it a movie?
it's like a movie.
Okay.
So it has the daughter of a mummy, Frankenstein's daughter, and Dracula's daughter.
So how does a mummy have a daughter?
I don't
Were
know.
mummies really a thing outside of Scooby-Doo
Egypt.
and the Mummy?
You mean like
Like that's
horror
their
tropes?
The
Yeah.
Mummy too.
Oh, I don't think so.
the Mummy 2,
The Mummy remake
3.
with Tom Cruise
Trying to get that dark universe started.
Was
Yeah.
that
It sucked.
did not work.
I think if they made like a monster from the Black Lagoon
That was the
standalone
plan.
movie, that would be awesome.
The plan was
Sure.
to like do
Yeah.
a bunch of like standalones
Instead
and
of
then
making
But
like,
it- but what-
slowly
universe.
connect them.
Yeah, like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
see why horror movies have to be a whole universe.
Because Marvel
Like-
was a universe and DC was a universe.
Yeah, but fuck
and-
that, they're
Yeah, no,
not
I know.
horror
Fuck,
movies.
absolutely, fuck that. But
They were
like,
gonna do a.
that's why, like marketing and shit.
What's
I'm
the
fine with,
company
like,
that owns the?
I don't know.
Transformers
Action
toys?
movies can be a universe if they want.
Hasbro.
Hasbro?
Horror, I don't know. Like that's
They
a
were gonna do
standalone thing. in my
a
opinion.
Hasbro connected universe, I think.
Oh,
Battleship?
Hasbro.
Battleship, Transformers, all that.
The
Or like
I forgot there was a Battleship movie. That makes me sad.
that
man.
movie was actually pretty good.
Really?
Not-
Just strictly as an
Good.
action movie.
Really?
Like kind of like shut your mind off.
Yeah.
Shit explodes.
yeah, don't think of it as like this is
And
like
Liam Neeson's in it.
It's
a
just
movie
like the
version of the
board
board
game.
game. Just like nah, it's just it's pretty much a movie about boats.
The
Be like a
Think
Scrabble
of it as
movie.
like boats versus aliens, and you're good.
Yeah.
Just two guys like spelling.
I don't know what it would be.
I
Like
played
the letters
Scrabble
have a
for the
war or
first
some
time
shit.
last
I don't
week.
know.
For the first
First time ever, I played Scrabble. I got.
What
third
is your
place.
life, Christian?
I don't
You,
spell.
you don't Scrabble?
No.
Oh, dude.
And Yahtzee.
We were talking
too.
about Game of Thrones Risk last time.
First time I played Yahtzee.
I have Game of Thrones Risk. We played it once. I want to play it again.
That seems fun.
This is pretty funny.
I was the only one that rolled a Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
I fucking hate Yahtzee.
Yeah, it's not that great.
I
Dude,
hate
Yahtzee.
I don't get how it
Yahtzee,
works. I
Scrabble.
have so many better
So
dice
luck.
games that don't involve boards or pencils.
Is it craps?
Is
It is
Liar's Dice?
It's threes.
I like Liar's
Oh.
Dice.
I like Liar's
So
Dice.
the whole goal is to get.
I still don't fully understand how Liar's Dice works.
Oh, I
but-
get it.
If
It's
so,
just like in Pirates of the Caribbean, where they're like,
the only way I figured it out was in Red Dead Redemption 1. This was like a week ago. You have to beat all the Liar's Dice things to get an outfit. And I studied Liar's Dice, and I figured it out.
Nice.
And there's this way to, like, trap them. Like, the other person, if they have, like, one left and you have, like, 3, then you gotta, like... Yeah, it's...
So if we played, like, right now, you would win?
No.
Okay.
The whole point is to lie about
Dice.
the
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Now, the dice game I'm thinking about, it's called Threes. And the whole goal is to get the lowest number. And threes count as zeros. So you roll like 6 die, and you take the lowest number you have.
Okay.
So if you have like a bunch of threes, you're like, oh shit, yeah, let me get this.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's fun. You play with money.
So how many dice do you use?
6, I think.
6?
6 die.
You
roll
want
6.
me to get 6 threes?
Or
Do
the
you,
lowest number.
take away dice, too? or
Yeah,
no?
so every time you roll, you take the lowest number.
No, I mean, like, do you always play with a 6, or do you remove one?
You
Oh,
roll
do you
the
take
6.
the okay? I
and
thought
then
you
the
meant like
lowest
you
number
write down
take
the
from
lowest
that
number.
roll,
Okay.
Then you roll the remainder.
You
Okay,
rolled the
never mind.
5.
And then
My
you
bad.
like, yeah.
I thought you meant like you write it
down.
down.
Okay.
That
And
makes
then
more sense.
you remember your number, you pass them on, and whoever has the highest number puts it into the pot.
Okay. That makes more sense than what I thought.
It's pretty fun.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Does sound fun.
It get pretty heated. I'll throw some die at people. Should we call it here?
How long is this?
We've done about an
podcast?
hour and a quarter.
We're not really sure how long the episodes are.
Or actually, we've done about an hour and a half.
Yeah, we should probably call
Hour
it
and a
here.
half. All right.
Thank you for listening. This has been Toilet Talk and Other Tantries.
Yeah. Tangerines?
Yep.
Tangerines?
Every time we say
two
the show
people.
name, we have to mess it up.
Best episode ever, in my
Yep.
opinion.
For now.
Talk toilets and
Aye.
tangerine time.
Precisely.
Right.
Oh, I forgot to do the ad read. And our sponsors is ourselves.
Our sponsor, Shoobie Productions. Thank you very much for sponsoring this podcast.
Doesn't count.
Thank you.
Doesn't count.
Fuck you, Christian.
We're
That's
Suck
it.
my dick.
I gave myself $5 the other day. That counts as sponsoring.
I don't